Hey guys, my author and illustrator is Ezra Jack Keats. Uh, Mr. Keats was born on March 11th, 1916 in Brooklyn, New York. His parents were Benjamin and Augusta Katz. They were Jewish immigrants fleeing European anti-Semitism. He grew up during the Great Depression. He did not attend college because he was working to help support his family after his father died. He joined the army in 1943. He changed his name to Keats due to anti-Semitism experienced during and after service in World War II. He worked as a commercial artist. He illustrated many children's books written by others to start with. He co-authored his first children's book in 1960. He wrote over 20 children's books. Um, he was one of the first to write books set in urban areas. After he wrote many books, Keats traveled and taught later in life. Interesting fact, he was on the Mr. Rogers Neighborhood 4 times. He died in 1983. He was never married and he never had any children. One of his first very famous books was The Snowy Day, and I believe it was written or published in 1963. Another famous book was Whistle for Willie. Another book was Goggles. A Letter to Amy was one of his later books as well. My favorite book was this one. It was called My Dog is Lost. It was, as you can see, it was actually his first book that he co-wrote with Pat Sher, and the book is about a little boy who just immigrated to New York from Puerto Rico, and he lost his dog, and he was having trouble speaking to everyone because he spoke primarily or prominently Spanish, excuse me, and he had to go around the city and talk to different people to try to find his dog. In the book, they said he went to Chinatown, he went to Harlem, different places, and I just thought it was a very interesting book, and I could see where it could be frustrating and um, frustrating for uh, a young person just immigrating to a new country. I actually thought about it at the time. He may have had the idea from his father because I'm sure his father he was a Polish immigrant, and he may have thought about may have told a story similar to his son, and that's what made um, Ezra write this book. All right, the writing activity I would use after the students read The Snowy Day. I have the students brainstorm about what they would do on a snow day, and they'll write a short story about their snow day activities. The students will then illustrate a picture for their story, and then I would encourage the students to share their work with the rest of the class. And this is just my reference page, and thank you for listening.